said, ooh, yeah, I don't know. Listen, I said I was born ready. I said I was born ready. Young team, living good, yeah, I don't know. I've been ready, born ready, yeah. I said I was born ready. Young team, living good, yeah, I don't know. I stay steady, born ready. I said I was born ready. I said I was born ready, yeah. I said I was born ready, yeah. Listen, tell me how it's gonna be.
This is already one of the skins that Alter has been able to replicate using the good version of Turk and the evil version of Turk, which is the old man version of Turk. And Chaos Agent has been able to fuse both of them together to create this new skin, which is basically So Chaos Agent, he's been making test subjects, which I will get into later into the video, and his first test subject using the power of the 0 point is actually fusion. As you could see, the good version from the trailer and the evil version. The good version, which was the white Sev, and Vex. Sev being the good version because that was the version that was saving people and carrying his teammate out of the storm. And Vex was the evil version because, as you could see, he was throwing his teammate off of a cliff, which he built a ramp into the sky. This is currently a skin called Stingray, which is a fuse of Turk and also a fuse of the skin of the old man version of Turk. So that's the combination of both of them, which is called Stingray, and it looks like Chaos Agent has finally captured more skins, which is Riptide and Turk, to create Stingray. So yeah, he's probably gonna fuse more skins together for his final evil plan for the end of the final battle for the end of the season. Welcome back, guys. Vision Blade cracking up with another storyline. And today I'm back with a Fortnite storyline video, and this time I finally cracked it. So, well, I watched a YouTube video and it made me understand more about the storyline, but I'm basically just gonna break down everything that I now know about the storyline and what I've been able to figure out through the loading screens, through everything from the past, ever since from the rocket and now. So in the future, for probably one of my future videos, I am gonna combine this theory with everything that's happened so far before Season X. So I'm just gonna start from Season X, because if I start now, then if I start now, then it'll probably be like a bit too soon. So I want to start by going into my locker, and wait, hold on a second. I just want to quickly I'll just be back in a second. Also forgot to mention. Wanted to quickly mention. You guys are probably thinking, Crazy Blade, what the heck happened? Why didn't you explain? Let me just quickly explain why you guys might be thinking the theory's wrong about Ripley being an escaped sludge. Well, one of the reasons why you guys might think I'm wrong is because in the trailer, even from this trailer that I'm about to show, it shows that Ripley is one of the skins for the trailer. But let's be for real, it's Epic Games. They're most likely just gonna advertise all the skins for the trailer. So let's see if there's any more hidden clues from this trailer anyway. As you can see, the evil versions and the good versions quickly from the start of the trailer. Them just having fun, but there's more actually there. So there's Alter and Ego. As you could see for some of that bit of the trailer, you could see Alter and Ego constantly fighting in 2 of the scenes of the trailer. So that just kind of proves my theory a bit more about Alter and Ego having more to do with the storyline, and about Chaos Agent having more to do with what he's trying for his true intentions of the map. Hopefully you enjoy. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn on that notification bell. Follow me on my Instagram, Samuel_Little_King, and Snapchat, Samuel the King. Okay guys, I'm back, and this time it's pretty much better because, well, now I can show you guys all the things that I'm going to be talking about. So, let's put on a bit of music from the game. Okay, so, this is basically what I'm gonna... Okay, so what I want to do is basically break down everything that's happened from the storyline. So, where do I start? Well, if I could show you the trailer, I'm not sure if I can. Yeah, I can't show you the trailer for the game, I think. No, not that one, the other one. Okay, I can't really show you the actual trailer, but I'll just start by showing you guys my locker. So, where does the storyline begin? Well, if you saw from the clips that I showed from before the video started, the storyline begins from the... Well, not begins, but... If you guys have been wondering for the whole storyline, what's been going on, well, let's just say that it all has to do with this guy called Chaos Agent over here. So, I'm gonna basically break down everything that's going on here. Even though it's a bit small, you're gonna have to work with me. And even though you can't really see that much, I'm gonna try and break down as much as I can. So, here you can see Chaos Agent, Chaos Rising. The name of the skin is called Chaos Agent. It's been released in the item shop. And as we know, because I've said in my previous videos, he is the leader of Ulta, the evil organization on Fortnite. But it's actually not an organization. It's actually like, it's not an organization. It's the evil group of people that are in Fortnite. Evil group of people who are in Fortnite. So, after the 0 Point event happened at the end of Season X, where we had that black hole for the middle of our screens for 2 days, you guys might have been wondering what happened to the storyline then. Well, after that happened, we got some new skins. We got introduced to the Battle Pass with skins like Turk. Wait. We got introduced to the Battle Pass with skins like Fusion, skins like Sarana, skins like 8-Ball, which I'll get onto in a second, and Scratch, and Cameo and Chick, and Journey and Hazard. Pardon me, sorry, I just had to burp really quick. Okay, so the storyline, which is what I'm getting at for right now, is this is how it all happened. So, they crash landed, which is basically this whole team over here, except for Sarana and Fusion. Every single one of these skins crash landed onto the Fortnite island, onto the Fortnite map. Which you would have seen if you saw the Fortnite trailer for logging onto Fortnite for the first time. You would have seen the trailer of all these skins logging on, crashing from a plane. Which is in the game, by the way. So after they crashed onto the plane, they had a bit of fun, it was a bit normal, it was a fun experience as we saw in some loading screens, and then all of a sudden, we had this new introduction of the evil versions of all these skins. So the first test subject for Chaos Agent, which is the skin from this loading screen, which I'm about to show, from this loading screen, this Chaos Agent skin, the first the first test that he did on a skin as soon as he arrived on the island was on this Fusion skin. But before that happened, you know that after the 0 Point Oscillator happened, we got a mix of skins from different universes. So now that we've been teleported to another dimension, this is another skin from another dimension called Sev. As you can see at the top left of the screen, this skin is called Sev, and the other version of the skin is called Vex. So Vex, to do the challenge for the Vex skin, you need to throw a player off of a... So you need to build a ramp into the sky, and then throw him off the ramp. Then after you've thrown him off the ramp, it basically shows that that's the evil version of the skin, if you need to unlock that for the skin. And you need to save a skin from the storm, which is for the Sev challenges. And for the Vex, you need to throw a player off a built ramp, which is to show that one is good, which is this one, and one is evil from another evil dimension, which is this one, Vex and Sev. So the other altar, basically the altar leader, which is the Chaos Agent skin, he combined both of the skins using the power of the 0-point oscillator. As we know, lots of people in the past, lots of skins have wanted to get their hands on the 0-point oscillator. So after the visitors saved the original map by destroying the 0-point oscillator once and for all, they knew that the power of the 0-point oscillator was being used somewhere else, and that is in this island which we are now at. So the first test of the Chaos Agent was on this skin, Sev and Vex, and it created the fusion skin, which is the evil combination of both of the skins. So now that that's happened, let's go into detail with the other skins. Well, after all of these guys grouped up together, and all of the skins basically grouped up together, and they were basically a team of, they were the second team of the visitors, you could say. Like, after the visitors saved the day, they were basically taking cover and hiding undercover. So they sent another team over, which is Ego, which is the good group, to go and investigate on this island. And after they've came to come and investigate on this island, they shortly realized that there is an evil version of them called Altar, which is the opposite versions of all these skins. So Chaos Agent, on one of the screens, which I'm about to get to, you can see that he's been doing experiments with one of the skins, with basically making an army of the skin Sludge. As you can see there, it's an army of Sludge skins, which I will get into detail of in a second. So here you can see the evil version of what Chaos Agent is trying to make. He is making multiple versions of this skin, Sludge, which is the evil version of Ripley. And my theory is that basically he was one of the Sludge skins, but then afterwards he accidentally went into the drain and escaped, and because of the power of the slurp juice, we know that the slurp juice is the new source of energy, which Chaos Agent, I'll get to in a second, but Ripley was able to escape. He got his memories back of how he got turned into a sludge, and he became free. But the rest of the other, but Chaos Agent, he continued to make more sludges and create more for his military army. But he knew that Ripley knew too much. So what did he do? Like any evil villain, he sent some people to come after them and to go eliminate Ripley. And in that loading screen, which you can see here, Hunter and the Hunted, which, as you can see in the background, is a sludge looking for Ripley, which Cameo ran into. And basically, Cameo ran into Ripley, and she kept him safe for the time being, because she knew that he was obviously the good version of the sludges from this dimension. And as you can see in the background, it is the evil version of Cameo, which is, hold on, just give me a second. The evil version of Cameo would be, the evil version of Remedy, not Cameo, is Toxin. So the evil version of Remedy is Toxin, not Cameo. I don't know where I was getting that name from. But anyway, Toxin was seen at the back of the loading screen. And as you could see in the loading screen, they were looking for Ripley. But after that happened, in another loading screen, just before that happened, when everything was fine, they were having fun on the island, until they figured out that they had evil versions of themselves on the island, which, if I can just find the loading screen, hold on. That was the only loading screen that I couldn't find that I have. I know I have it, but I'm just trying to find it. Keep with me. Stay with me. Hold on. That was the only loading screen that I wasn't able to get to explain the storyline for a second. I've unlocked it, don't worry. I'm just looking for it in my locker. And sorry, I got so much loading screens that I didn't actually mean to do this. Sorry, I do apologize again for me taking forever to look for these loading screens. I thought I had them all. Oh yeah, here it is. So the loading screen, as you can see, is the loading screen where they finally, when they basically knew that the evil versions of themselves had reached the island, and basically they knew that they had to take them down. So as we knew from this fight, they discovered Scratch, which is the evil version, which is the hologram over there, if you guys can see, which is the evil version of 8-Ball. And 8-Ball realizes what he has to do. He has to go find Scratch, and he has to go kill him. Because that is the only way that, well, he needs to go and find Scratch and kill him, because he knows that he needs to be able to get rid of him for the mission to be a success, and for the evil versions to stop bugging the ego. So, we had no idea, because after that loading screen happened, we had no idea of what happened to 8-Ball and what happened to Scratch. Because after that loading screen, we got no idea of what happened after. So after that loading screen, which is this one, Trick Shot, which is the loading screen when 8-Ball and Scratch finally find each other and try to fight each other. We never knew what happened after. But a couple weeks later, after that happened, we got some new, as soon as you reach level 100 and you've got the Scratch skin, the Scratch skin, you can see that it's gotten corrupted. And we know this because we didn't know, you can see that the skin's corrupted. But we didn't know why it got corrupted. We thought that 8-Ball might have won the fight. But now that we've seen that the Scratch skin has changed, we know now that it's probably certain, probably 100% certain, that that Scratch won the fight between 8-Ball and Scratch. And it seems like him killing another dimension version of himself has turned him into, he's slowly fading away. As you can see, there's only a tiny bit of his legs which haven't been corrupted yet. And when he does get corrupted fully, he's most likely gonna die and vaporize into nothing but ashes. But that's a bit dark. So let's get back to the rest of the story. So after that, what do we know now? Well, we know that Fusion was a test subject. And we know that after Fusion turned out to be a disappointment, because Fusion, he was too strong. So Chaos Agent, he changed his mind and he decided to fuse some other skins, but this time using the power of Kevin the Cube, which we can see in this loading screen over here, right of Chaos Agent. So we used the power of Kevin the Cube to fuse the Journey skin and the Hazard skin to make Serana, which if you look to the left, you can see the Serana skin, which is the mystery skin for this season. And after he saw what happened to 8-Ball, he didn't capture him, but, he captured him since they don't directly work for him. And he made some tests on 8-Ball, and now he's trying to figure out what's going on with 8-Ball. But we also see at the top right of the head of Chaos Agent, the doors of the closed metal door, which is a location in Fortnite. And we theorized from before that it might have something to do with Save the World. But since there is no direct area / base of Altar, and there's so much bases of Ego, we thought that that might be the base for Altar and where they actually are. And we also might think that that is the door where they where Chaos Agent will release all of the sludge minions that he's created onto the Fortnite island. So that's what my theory is, that he's keeping that door closed for when it's time. He will release all of the sludges onto the Fortnite map, and they will destroy everything. But then Eagle will be able to save the day, but we're not too much in those details yet. So back to Journey and Hazard. We know that he used the power of Kevin the Cube to fuse them, the good Ego version and the evil Ultra version together to create Serana. But Chaos Agent, we know that he doesn't have a good version of himself, since he's not from any other dimension. And if you take off his head, then he basically looks like a black Slenderman. And if you look to just, where his head is basically blocking, you can see that there are a bit of weather patterns, but not just any weather patterns, no. Weather patterns for a snowstorm. And what have we been complaining about these past weeks? Well, the snowstorm that has randomly gone added into our game. Or was it random? Maybe it was a part of the plan of Chaos Agent the entire time. That's my theory. And we also know that there's another location in the map, which, if I have time, I might show at the end, but I doubt I'll show all the locations. There's also another location where he began testing some dead bodies. As we know, Big Chuggus is basically, he's gotten reanimated from the dead. And we know this because the Slurp has the power to heal people, as that is the new Kevin the Cube for this season. And he's been experimenting on other subjects such as 8-Ball, the Scratch Skin, Serana, and the Sludges. So he's been able to bring other versions of dead bodies back, such as the Sludge Skin. And using that, basically the tubes of Slurp to keep him alive and give him all the strength and reanimation that he needs to work for him. So now that he's got Big Chuggus on his side, and he's creating more sludge minions, he's also decided that he's going to create more fusion minions, even though he's not 100% sure what they are capable of. So now we know that 8-Ball probably died or lost the fight, and Scratch has won the fight, but since he killed another dimension version of himself, he's become corrupted. But you guys are probably thinking, wait, if he's been able to win the fight, then why hasn't Serana and Turk and Riptide turned corrupted like Scratch? Well, that's because he's been able to successfully fuse them together using another method. As you can see from one of the clips that I showed before the video, he's also fused Turk and Riptide together to create another skin. So he's been able to fuse Turk, Riptide, and Journey and Hazard. Turk, Riptide, Journey and Hazard together to create Serana and that other skin from before, and fusion out of Sev and Vex. So he's making an army, and well, we haven't seen any other loading screen other than from this. After you finish doing pretty much all the challenges, this was the last loading screen that you were able to unlock from now anyway, but more should come up later. I'm sorry that this video took long breaking down everything, but this is basically the video breaking down everything that is going on from Season X into Chapter 2, Season 1. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and stay tuned for more updates, more theories, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.